私どもが進めているサステイナビリティ学というのは21世紀に入って世界で台頭した新しい学術です。でこの学術の大きな特徴は俯瞰的な立場で地球的な課題に取り組むということにあります。私ども東京大学は世界に先駆けてこの課題に取り組んできました。特に2006年にはサステイナビリティ学連携研究機構 IR3S というのを発足させました。当初は日本の国内の大学のネットワークとしてスタートいたしましたが、徐々に世界的なネットワークへとそのつながりを広げています。特に私どもは ICSS サステイナビリティ学国際会議というのを開催しておりまして、最初は東京、その次はローマ、そしてアリゾナ、さらにこの地マルセイユにおいて会合を開催しています。そうしたことの結果として世界的なネットワークが形成されつつあります。またそれと並んで私たちは国際学術誌サステイナビリティサイエンスというのをスプリンガー社から刊行しておりまして、非常にインパクトの強い国際的な学術誌に成長しつつあります。また今年の4月からは東京大学の第2番目の国際高等研究所の機構というふうになりまして、学内的にも世界的な研究拠点であるということが認知されたという状態であります。私たちそうした成果に基づいて今後さらに地球的な課題への解決に向けてサステイナビリティ学の進展に取り組んでいきたいというふうに考えています。
We are dealing with very complex challenges today.
Water problem, energy problem, health problem, food security, poverty alleviation, population increase, and biodiversity loss. All those issues are interrelated, they're interlinked.
In order to ensure that we come up with solutions that would help human society to move ahead on a sustainable basis, it's not one single discipline, it is not knowledge about one single part of the planet that we have to deal with. We have to look at things in their entirety.
And this is where sustainability science come in. Is not only using expertise in the natural sciences, but also the social sciences. Because you're talking about human behavior, attitude.
Sustainability science is a holistic science, it's an emerging science. Try to combine the fragmented academic disciplines to meet the challenge of the various global issues. Many people are considering that sustainability science is only the science to minimize the energy use or to improve the energy efficiency, to live in harmony with nature, and to fully utilize the natural resources. But the sustainability science, at the same time, need to build the society to improve the people's well-being. And therefore, the happiness and the new value of life or quality of life will be extremely important.
When I had the privilege of accepting the Nobel Peace Prize on behalf of the IPCC, in my speech I used a term which comes from Sanskrit, from ancient India, and that term is Vasudeva Kutumbakam, which means the universe is one family. And I think it's important for us to view knowledge as not something which is narrow, which is confined only to one part of the world. Knowledge has to be universal.
IR3S and its founding director, Professor Takeuchi, is really one of the pioneers of sustainability science. They are not only linking globally with the top researchers and scholars, but increasingly also now addressing problems of sustainable development.
IR3S is established as a network institute which organizes 12 different universities in Japan. And now we expanded that concept to the global network. The nature of the institute is a network university, network institute, and that is very similar concept of sustainability science. And the IR3S given us task to integrate the result and conclusion coming from each discipline or each university to the form that we can utilize or apply to the real field.
The networking and partnership is fundamental in this field because sustainability science is a young field of investigation.
International Conference on Sustainability Science is an annual conference under the umbrella of International Society of Sustainability Science. Our community get together once a year, talk about the various issues, and find some new method, approaches, or pathway in order to achieve sustainable society.
Conference this year organized by University of Marseille with our collaboration. The focus is more on the regional perspective, so how to combine global sustainable development goals with local tailor-made solutions.
Publication is one of the major activities of us. Communicating with different stakeholders is very important, including engineers, scientists, regular people, children, and students as well. And in order to accomplish that kind of objective, we published a magazine for ordinary people in Japanese, textbook in English and Japanese, and professional journal Sustainability Science, which is a communication tool for researchers. And sometimes beyond these four publications, we publish periodical statements, especially with the tied up with certain conferences or symposium. We send our opinion or knowledge to the world community.
Now, through networking, we are able to draw on the knowledge, the wisdom, and the activities of every member of the network. So it's a very enriching method by which knowledge can be created, knowledge can be disseminated, and knowledge can be applied in different parts of the world.
これはサトレップスって呼ばれているJICA と JST が一緒に取り組んでいるプロジェクトなんですけれども、北部ガーナっていうですね、非常に気候変動に対して脆弱な地域でいかに地域の人々がそのレジリアンスを高めるための能力を形成することができるのかというそういうテーマのプロジェクトです。
Project is a pilot for similar initiatives for the whole of sub-Saharan Africa. What we are going to do here is also going to shape the future research for the whole of Africa.
This is one activity which is going to bring home many of the things which we within the Biodiversity Committee of Ghana have been dreaming about. They will look at a community level, right on the ground community level action.
ここはですね、ガーナの第3の都市、北部ガーナに位置してますタマレという都市の近くのですね、農村です。研究テーマは気候変動、それから生態系の変動に対してより強い農業の仕組み、それから人々の暮らしをですね、強くするためのいろんな方策を検討する。で、それは例えば農業の生産だけではなくて、干ばつですとか洪水があった時にどのように備えるかといったことをやっております。
I think the aspect of sustainability science which is key in this project is the need to implement sustainable intervention options. For example, for agricultural production. What are the options available? Not only from a new technology, but learning from the communities, understanding their traditional system, researching into what they are doing already.
The ultimate aim of the project is to provide solutions for those who suffer from risks associated with floods and droughts. And all this information and database and maybe research papers that we are gathering are actually leading us towards that achievement. If at the end we can say that through our research we have helped the communities where we did the work, I think we would have achieved our goal.
The whole world and also the environment is quickly changing these days, and I'm sure that the speed is coming faster and faster, which means that we need a person who is not only following those changes, but leading the changes as well. And when you're trying to lead a change, I'm sure that we need a person who has a different perspectives, who can perceive the world or environment from different angles. That's how we are trying to educate our students and will be able to lead the world in the future.
All these issues related to sustainability are complex, and these complex issues actually requires holistic view to understand, transboundary approaches to tackle, and some sense of resilience to manage. In order to deal with these issues, actually we created this program that is graduate program in sustainability science, Global Leadership Initiative, GPSS-GLI.
We believe that we are here not only to give the sustainability science to the students, but rather try to work with the students and also try to tailor the sustainability science according to their research interests and also their study subject.
Human beings will always exercise their values, they'll always exercise their human weaknesses. But I think if we were to look at problems and challenges within a scientific framework, then probably we would be able to find solutions which are valid and which are scientifically sound.
It is extremely important to create the channel of dialogue with the society itself. So the science and society need to be integrated in sustainability science.
We have been working on the modeling, prediction, recommendation to the government. However, one thing that we are missing is implementation. I think it is a time to change the society for a sustainable way. So it is our next mission to work implementation of our idea to the society.